It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Bengals and the Chiefs, and it comes your way next.
It's the venue that's had plenty of success come through it since the mid-2010s, as well as a few Lombardi trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Welcome to Week 2, everybody. Kate Scott and Brock Heward here with you. Really happy you could join us in a game that's already an early must-win for both of these teams, Brock. They were each losers back in Week 1.
It's only 2 weeks, Kate, of a 17-game season, and people I know out there are going, come, a must-win right now. But the percentage of teams all time who make the playoffs after an 0-2 start, it's right around 10%, so you are spot on once again. Not impossible to do, but your season outlook's a whole lot better if you're the team who wins this one.
Neither team got the start to the season that they wanted. Let's see who can right the ship as Week 2 gets underway. Kickoff taken at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out fresh off a third Super Bowl title. The standard for quarterback excellence today, Patrick Mahomes.
He gave us all the excitement we could hope for last week, but it wasn't all in a good way, at least for his team. Never knew if his throws were going to end in a touchdown or turnovers, and he had a couple of both by the end of the lot. You don't want him to lose that gunslinger mentality. Just want him to be a little more thoughtful with each and every decision.
It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Play action, Mahomes. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Trying to connect with Tyreek Hill there. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short? Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything.
2 yards, but they bring him down on the return. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. They're led out by a motivated player coming off an injury, one of the game's great young QBs, Joe Burrow.
And Kate, you don't have to look beyond his performance last week as really a root cause of their loss. Not saying the only cause. Others certainly had a hand in it too. But you aren't winning a lot of games in this league or any league if you turn it over 3 times without a touchdown to counteract it. A lot of room for him to improve this week.
And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And this is pushed, able to bring him down. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Keeping it with Mixon. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Chiefs territory. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3. Now Burrow. Boyd hauls it in. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down, Bengals. Burrow out of the shotgun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And it sets up 2nd down. Burrow from the gun. This is hauled in by T. Higgins. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. To throw again, it's Burrow. Completed here to Uzama. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's going to score! Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals have a great first drive and get the game's first points. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin.
Positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Point after, up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Chiefs sending their offense out for the second time. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. Juke the defender. And he found some weight. Now a moment to check out his numbers catching that football last week. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Motioning one of the tight ends. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. This one finds... And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First and 10, and Mahomes. This is pulled in, Cole Hardman. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
First and 10 from the 41. Back to the air, Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Nothing for them on second down, and now it's 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. Another throw for Mahomes. He's got it near the 10. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with first and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Throwing again, Mahomes. And they will score! Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs tie this game 7-7. blocker on now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Cincinnati headed back out for its second drive now. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter... Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
It's Mixon on second down. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Pick up a 5 on that play. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. This one finds Boyd. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. 16 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First down, Burrow to throw. Got his target, it's Higgins. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. L'Jarius Sneed there for the stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. This ball's caught by Uzama. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Something he does so well, Nick Bolton making a stop. Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Completed over the middle. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. He gets 6 on that play, and it sets up a Cincinnati first down. Working inside the red zone. Cut out left. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Still sticking with the passing game. And the defender comes away with it. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
The Chiefs' offense set to take over again. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Ball at the 33 for first down. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They're looking at first down here. Sending a tight end in motion left. First down throw, Mahomes. That pass is complete to Kelsey. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That's good for 7 yards. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. Here's Mahomes. Kelsey makes the catch. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Extra DB out there for the Bengals. 3rd down coming. Back to the well again. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Going to the ground again on first. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Back-to-back carries here. And they limit the damage, just a few yards on that gain. Dax Hill up for the stop. 3rd and just 2 to go. Another carry for him. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
That's brought in by Hunt. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw Mahomes. Cut near the goal line. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. Butker on now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. And we've seen both extremes of this passing game so far, Brock. 1 touchdown and 1 interception on the ledger.
A home run and a strikeout. A little sampling of what works and what doesn't against this defense, Kate. Now, you got to try to emphasize those things that you found success on with that opening drive.
And he gets him around 6 there. Juan Thornhill getting there for the stop.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, it did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
Looking to return from the 29. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Chidobe, Awuzie, they're on the tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Play action, Mahomes. Finds a seam down the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They send the tight end in motion left. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Fits it through the middle. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. They get 22 on that one. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. Again, Mahomes to throw. This one finds Kelsey. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. Another throw for Mahomes. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
This is one of those situations where QB's strength and ability to run can be a great blessing, but can also be a curse. We've seen him use his feet before. This guy can escape, and that's a blessing. But it can be a curse because sometimes you think you can get out of everything, and this defense just proved he couldn't.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Oh, they got it! Intercepted along the goal line! Cam Taylor-Britt picks it off! And the Bengals will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Red zone defense, it is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
Here come the Bengals to take over once again. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Play action now, Burrow. Some heat on that throw, and it's caught. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Completed here to Uzama. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Those corner routes to the tight ends, devastating. Even if the throw isn't perfect or the timing's slightly off, those tight ends are big enough they can adjust and bring it in.
Here's 2nd and 2. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Short pass brought in. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. To throw again, it's Burrow. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. And it's the Bengals. Backed up considerably here on second down. Another try following the sack. This one taken in by Chase. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals tie things up at 14. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Nicole Hardman now on the return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Chiefs ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. Mahomes on 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they face second down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Cincinnati uses its second timeout. Matt Ariza on to punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. He broke 50 on his first punt and looks to have done the same here. Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23. The Bengals and Jamar Chase about to take over on offense once again. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They threw it the whole way down the field on their last drive, and they'd welcome the same level of play on this series as well. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. Got his target, it's Higgins. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Burrow from the gun. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's able to get this down to the 36. The final timeout taken by... And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle to the line. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Burrow out of the shotgun. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Burrow setting up the play action. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Butker knocks it through, and they've taken back the lead.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. A final throw before the break. Trying for the deep ball. Brought in inside the 20. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. That brings us to halftime with the visiting Bengals out in front. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start by heading out west to Glendale, Arizona, where you see the final score there. Cooper Kupp, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. And finally, on Monday Night Football, it's the Falcons and Eagles from Philly at 8:15 Eastern Time. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Something he does so well, Nick Bolton making the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. He lofts it deep left. Big gain downfield. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown, his 2nd scoring catch of the game. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Point after, up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals make it a 10-point ball game. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Chiefs back out on offense. They're running back headed out once again. And they're going to try to take the lead back to one possession here after that last score pushed it up to 24-14. First and 10, it's Mahomes. Rolling left, buying some time. He's on the move. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First down throw, Mahomes. Setting up the screen. Hit some space around midfield. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Finds him over the middle. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. The play brought to an end by Logan Wilson. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead's 7.
I know we see these kickers make kicks from this distance all the time, but it never ceases to be impressive. Everything's on the dot, and it's a big 3 points.
He stopped on the return at the 27. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. First down, Burrow to throw. On target to his man Higgins. He's got a gain of 6 there. L'Jarius Sneed there for the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession, or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Higgins makes the catch. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That blitz right there, Kate, was a win-win defensively. Got a lot more bodies around the line of scrimmage in case that offense ran it. Well, they put it in the air, and that quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball other than in his own arms.
The Bengals send out the punting unit. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. Brings it in at the 12. And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside the 20. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And they'll get ready to go on offense. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Finds his man Rice. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Looking to throw Mahomes. Short pass caught by his tight end. This is ahead for about 5. Look at Cam Taylor-Britt getting up there to track that one down. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That pass is complete to Kelsey. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a 1st. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
Now he's past the 25. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. Chiefs can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the 3rd. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs tie this game up. Butker on now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Finds some space, he's past the 30. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Boyd hauls it in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
On 1st down, here's Burrow. Has him on the quick hitter. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Leo Chanel able to bring him down. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Running with Mixon out of the gun. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Juan Thornhill getting there for the stop. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Now Burrow. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. To the air, Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. The play brought to an end by Logan Wilson. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Completes this one to Rice. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Dax Hill up for the stop. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. A tight end in motion now. 3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. New set of downs for him from the 46. On first down, they'll run. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
And that's good for a gain of 5. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's been a high-scoring game so far, but we're still tied 24-all to begin the final frame. And the Bengals bringing out a 5th DB. They're in the nickel, 3rd down. Now it's Mahomes. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. This one finds Kelsey. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
It's first downs like that, Kate, just with the toughness of these receivers, that I can't help but think about some old school dudes. These playbooks have evolved so much in the NFL. Can you imagine some of the physical receivers back in the...
Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Logan Wilson has it. And the Bengals are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. They've got first down from the 31. Burrow from the gun. Complete over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Burrow setting up the play action. That pass complete to Boyd. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
To throw again, it's Burrow. This one finds Boyd. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 48. On the quick slant here, it's Higgins. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down. Burrow out of the shotgun. chase. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. It's a 21-yard gain. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
They'll come up first and 10. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. This one intended for the running back. And it's going to be second down. A give to Mixon up the middle. And that hit stops him in his tracks. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down. Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a first down.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
Has this at the 6. The Chiefs' offense out to take over. Their last series sure was looking like points up until that interception, Brock. Hopefully they can move the ball similarly well as they take over here. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he couldn't do a whole lot there. Minimal yardage picked up to the 27. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
It was University of Wisconsin, Kate, the first time I heard this term, slow to explode through. And think how good that Badgers run game has been at the college level. Well, they made runs like that look easy. Slow to explode through.
Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. Off play action, it's Mahomes. And he must have overlooked the linebacker there because he was right in the way to swat it away and bring out the incompletion. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here's the handoff. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Touchdown, Kansas City! The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts them in front here in the second half and puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs take a 4-point lead. Baker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Jones. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Bengals headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Got a man, Uzama has it. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down. Mixon on the counter. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Burrow. Higgins makes the catch. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Into traffic. Complete. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. On 1st down, here's Burrow. This ball's caught by Uzama. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Back to throw. This one taken in by Chase. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Here he is to throw. Still on his feet. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
Gotta forget about 1st down in a hurry. They need a chunky yards here on 2nd and goal. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And he turns a little room to work into a gain down to the 9. 5 yards on that play, but 3rd and goal is still going to be longer than they'd like. Here he is to throw. Has it left side, Brock, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. I'm going to say he brought it in out of bounds, and that's going to bring up 4th down. 3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. To throw. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Handoff now from the gun. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee. The final timeout taken by the Bengals. So now here's 3rd and 5. They bring a tight end in motion right. Setting up to pass. Complete beyond the marker. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. That one gains 7. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. So score this a win for the Chiefs. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.